Hi, it's Miles Redskin Songbird coming to you from New York City. I'm Moore Songbird. I'm going to give you some news. The mainstream includes news to the marginalized. Okay. I was listening to Alex Jones, and he was upset because he was talking about the fact that they're now considering sterilizing 5-year-olds who say they are the other gender than their biology says they are. Alex Jones thinks, and I agree with him, that it's part of the globalist desire to depopulate the world, not totally, but with many millions of people, maybe billions of people. And they also are encouraging suicide. They are demoralizing everyone and poisoning everyone with fluoride. And I advise you to listen to Alex Jones, no matter what you've heard. He has a tremendous amount of information, current information about what the globalist plan is, and he has the details about how they're going about it. The other thing they were talking about is, they weren't talking about it. I want to talk about in the censorship of Alex Jones. This is America still, and we have freedom of the press, and he's the press, the alternative press, and we have to write letters to our Congress people and call them and have them in the censorship. It's un-American. Okay, now what else? May the March news and clues. Beyonce's ex-drummer files for restraining order, alleging extreme witchcraft. I'm not surprised. It's pretty obvious that's what they're into. Switchcraft. Stevie Wonder, Itchcraft. Notice how he rocks himself, can't be still. Saint ill. Blindness, broken eyes is an illness. He's sick. Okay, let's go back to the Beyonce story. Kimberly Thompson reportedly claims that she suffered from Beyonce's magic spells of sexual molestation, and that Beyonce murdered her pet kitten. The story is by Matthew Strauss, September 20th, 2018, under Pop/R&B. Along with her work with Beyonce, Kimberly Thompson also played drums in the Fred Armisen's lead house band for the first season of Late Night with Seth Meyers. Okay, so there. Let's talk about what those people are into. There's a book you might be interested in having to do with money, Pathways to Growth, by Walter Rogers and Tony Robbins. I know it's a book I want to check out. Video, The Power of Ambition. Isn't it always about cold, hard money? That's something I was watching. It was very good. It was brief and to the point. Ford works for that woman that's accusing Kavanaugh of something she doesn't quite remember what. Not does she remember where, does she remember when. Okay, so this kook named Ford works for Democrats and Big Pharma. She's from a super rich area. She's definitely an elitist. An abortion company operative and an abortion company operative. She's hustling the birth control pill before, the morning after, I think, that pill. So, her eyewitness says it didn't happen. Why, when Feinstein, these are just, questions. Why, when Feinstein had Kavanaugh in the hot seat, didn't she bring this up then? She waited 45 days to bring it up when the hearings were just about over. How convenient for them, the Democrats. According to the yearbooks, Ford bragged about having sex with men and blacking out. She was a slut in college and maybe high school, according to the yearbooks, which they have confiscated. So they hid them, removed them. Maybe they burned them up. I don't know what they did with them. They're no longer available. Cellulite. The Marg, News and Clues. Song, I Love You Any Way You Are. Okay, this is about cellulite. That skin on your arms and thighs are the cells you like. Arms after 40 equals cells you like. They're living, just not uptight. Thighs after weight loss are boss. They're alive springingly. I'll gladly pay the cost. Softer skin, a real delight. Arms and thighs full of cells I like. Okay, so is that good? It's a new way of looking at cellulite. Cells I like. Okay, this is having to do with the Kavanaugh debacle. This is comments by Twins of Sedona. Is this a? This is another. This is an art of posting. The famous dog, the bounty hunter, Dwayne Chapman, is joining the hunt for the man, Sean Richard Christie, who threatened President Trump's life and is still on the run from federal authorities. June 19th. He allegedly threatened John M. Morganelli, the district attorney of Northampton County, Pennsylvania, in a Facebook post that has since been deleted, of course. I'm being sarcastic. Chapman said he has a very hot lead on Christie's location. My goal is not to shoot him, said Dog, but get him to surrender. Comment from Shelley Shannon. I love Dog the Bounty Hunter. I have always watched his show. If anyone can find this guy, he can. I agree with that comment totally. Comment from Just Say Truth. B. Och Stew is a deplorable. Maxine just threatened Trump and Pence a few days ago on September 18th. In another video, Maxine said, what if we get rid of him? Then we'll get that vice president and he'll be worse. I say, knock off the first one and then go after the second one. She was talking about knocking off someone, meaning Trump and Pence. According to the dictionary, the words knock off someone means to kill someone. You can find it on YouTube called Maxine Waters get our communities out to vote. It's at minute 2.09. Dems are above the F law. But kind of got here a comment from Deanna Guess. It used to be if you made a false accusation, you would be arrested and be charged with a crime. If you lied under oath, you went to jail. If you worked against the president, it used to be treason. Nowadays, you get paid for these actions. We demand law and order. I absolutely agree. Law and order. Let's have law and order. Bring back law. Enforce the law. Enforce the law. Enforce the law. Enforce the law. This is America, not chaos. Enforce the law. Enforce the law. Okay, revenge. Kavanaugh's mother presided over a foreclosure case on Ford's parents and ruled against them. Watch video. Kavanaugh, I'll put it here so you can write it down. Kavanaugh accuser may have hidden agenda. No kidding. With Supreme Court nominee. And that's at the One America News Network site. Okay, you got that? Kavanaugh accuser may have hidden agenda with Supreme Court nominee. Check it out. It's a very informative video. You'll be surprised at much of what you see on it. I know I was. Okay, it's a question of Baba G. Baba G, thank you for freeing my heart, for letting a love song come through. One of only 2 in 50 years. It's true. I have not been able to write love songs, and I didn't know why until recently. Gurinder Singh is Baba Ji. He says, "You're welcome. I am looking forward to more truly creative songs that only you, Shakespeare," he knows my past lives, Beethoven, Emily Dickinson, Robert Frost, the Michelle Birdsong could give us. That's quite a nice compliment, and he recalls some of my past lives' identities. What I learned today. Main the Marg, news and clues. This is mainstreaming clues to the marginalized, okay? My son Tony Williams shortened it to Main the Marg. What I learned today. If sports were equal, may the best person win, there would be no women's sports. All things being equal, there is no sport a woman can beat a man at. That's why they have women's basketball and women's tennis. Okay? Now, I saw the full video with Stefan Molyneux on Free Domain Radio. I advise you or suggest or recommend you watch it, because he goes into detail about how they have fixed sports to accommodate women. Okay, but on the other hand, it says women women are in no ways as good as men in sports, just as men are in no ways as good as women at mothering. When was the last time you saw a man protect a growing baby in his womb? Never. When was the last time men don't have wombs, in case you didn't know? When was the last time you saw a man feed an infant the perfect food? Breast milk. Never. Men don't have breasts that generate perfect food for infants. Do your own thing, then you'll be in heaven. try to do somebody else's thing, then you'll be a fool, a real dingaling. Okay? Man the March. I want the businesses and property owners to take responsibility for the looks of their property in New York City. Suggestions. Post signs to pet owners. Our property, including the sidewalk, is not a pet toilet. Number 2. Repair broken sidewalks. Number 3. Remove embedded dirt from cracks and holes in sidewalks. Of course, if they repair the hole in the sidewalk, there won't be any embedded dirt there. Because it won't be there. Number 4. Purchase or build attractive containers for garbage bags. New York is the #1 city in the world. It should look it. World class. It should be sparkling clean. Plant more trees. Number 6. Number 7. Remove all that blocks the sun. See that underneath the sidewalks and the streets are worthy of the sun that gives light freely to everyone. Eve Einstein. Energy. Her. I. One. Ordering energy. Okay? One more. Men in March. Why are the Democrats ignoring the claims of Ms Monahan, the accuser of Keith Ellison of domestic violence? I believe that's her complaint. She came forward with medical records and really reputable claims and a lot of corroboration to back it up. I say make Keith Ellison accountable for what he did to Ms Monahan and stop ignoring the charges against him. She has real charges against him. They're making a big deal on every channel, everywhere. It's all about Kavanaugh and Ford. She doesn't even have a legitimate gripe. Ms Monahan has a legitimate gripe against Keith Ellison. So make him pay. Or at least deal with her complaints. Don't just ignore them. This is Mild Red Songbird in New York City saying, make Keith Ellison take responsibility for what he did to Ms Monahan. And stop censoring Alex Jones and InfoWars. Okay? Till next time.